Hello guys, in this video I'll be showing you guys how to cut a kaftan step by step, the whole process. So now these are the measurements I'll be using. My length is 38, chest 38, shoulder 18, neck 18, and my bicep is 14 inches. So now I've already folded the front part of this fabric. So the first thing you'll be doing is to measure your top line. So now after measuring your top line, I'm going to measure the length of this kaftan. So my length 38, I'm going to add 2 inches at the down. So now after adding that 2 inches, I'm going to make sure that my measurement that is going to fall on this place will be the fabric is wide enough to carry all those measurements. So now I'm going to measure my chest, dividing it by 40, and add certain allowance that's going to carry all my measurements falling at the front. So now after doing this, I'm going to cut it out. So you can see I've already cut it out. So you're just going to cut it out like this. So now after cutting this out, I'm going to fold the back part. So now I've already placed the front on the back. You can see I've already placed the front of this to the back. So now I'm going to measure my shoulder. My shoulder is divided by 2, which is 9 inches. 18 divided by 2, which is 9. I'm going to extend that point downward like this. You can see the way I marked it. Then at this point, I'm going to come down by 2 inches. And here I'm going to measure 2.5. 2.5 is the standard measurement from 18 and 19. So I'm going to measure 2.5 downward and side. Now after curving my neck, I'm going to connect my shoulder loop together. So now the next thing, I'm going to cut out this neck and my shoulder slope of the front. So now for the back, I'm going to come up around 3 inches. I'm going to come up around 3 inches. I'm going to do the same at both sides. Then I will connect the points I've marked together. You can see it. I've connected the points I marked together. Now I'm going to cut it out. So now after doing this, I'm going to overlap my back to the front like this, about half inch away from the shoulder slope. You can see. Then I'm going to notch this point and this point. Now I'm going to, from this point, I'm going to come down around half inch. You can see I come down around half inch, then I curve my neck. You can see it. So now I'm going to cut this out, then overlap it again. So remember I said my bicep is 14. So I'm going to measure from first of all, I'm going to cross check our neck to make sure it's, you can see it fall at 9 inches, which is 18 total. You can see, which is 18 inches total. So now I'm going to measure my bicep. Remember I said my bicep is 14 inches, so I'm going to measure 14 divided by 2, which is 7. Then I add 1 inch. You can see it. I'm going to roll out that line. Now my chest is 38. 38 divided by 4 is 9.5 inches. So I'm going to add around 1.5 inch. So now the total chest I have at this point, I'm going to roll it, mark it at the down also. Now for my bottom line, I'm going to measure my opening, that is the vent at the side. I'm going to measure my opening at the side. So for this, I'll be using 10 inches. Sorry, the part was not showing, but I measured 10 inches from my bottom line. Then I come out by 1.5 for the vent. So now you're just going to roll a straight line connecting the down parts to the chest area. You can see. So now from this point, I'm going to come down around 6.5 inches. Then I come in by half inch. You can see. So now I'm going to connect from this half inch to the chest and to the down parts. So now after doing this, I'm just going to cut it out. You can see I cut it out. So now I've already cut out my back parts from the main fabric. Now the next thing I'll be doing here, to have the perfect armhole, so that there will not be any rumple. So you're going to come in by 0.75, which is 3/4 of an inch. Then you're going to use your freehand curve or your curve roller to roll it out like this. You can see the way. And now, mind you, for this you're cutting just the front part. Make sure you don't cut the back parts. You can see the way I'm cutting the front part out like this. I overlap the back, then do the same at the top part of the back. Make sure you don't touch the back part. You can see. So this is all for a kaftan cutting. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching.